Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Roman Reigns is all set to enter the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match to win the contest and challenge Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. However, things may not go as planned for the OTC. A major superstar may put him out of commission before the match. The superstar is his cousin, Solo Sikoa. Roman Reigns might think he has finished his story with Solo after beating him for the Ula Fala on Raw last week. However, the Street Champion may have decided he's not done with Roman yet, and he may unleash an attack on him on this week's episode of SmackDown Week, and only Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga were seen on the blue brand. It has been announced that Solo will be back at SmackDown this week, and he may attack Roman Reigns upon his return. WWE might later announce that due to severe injury, the former Big Dog will be unable to compete in the Rumble match on February 1, 2025, in Indianapolis. Following this, Solo might challenge the Tribal Chief to face him at WrestleMania 41 for a final match. This would be a high-stakes match, and Reigns may not just beat Solo this time, but may bring his career to a halt briefly in the promotion. He may be kicked out of his own group by Jacob Fatu, who is highly rumored to replace Solo as the leader of the faction. Some even feel the Samoan Werewolf has garnered more popularity than even Solo and stands out as the breakout superstar of WWE in the recent past. Once Solo loses the bout to Reigns at WrestleMania 41 for the second time, Fatu may remind Solo of his own words that a loss has consequences. He may remove Solo and position himself as the leader of Bloodline 2.0. Following Solo's removal, Fatu may recruit new members into the faction like Hikuleo and Lance Anoa'i, both of whom are rumored to sign with WWE. It was highly anticipated that The Rock might turn on Reigns on Raw's debut on Netflix. However, the final boss didn't do so, and instead handed over the Ula Fala to his cousin, and also hugged him. The two were expected to go head-to-head at WrestleMania 41, in what may felt could be The Rock's final match in WWE. The Rock not only turned down the prospect of him clashing with Cody at WrestleMania 41, but also negated any chance of clashing against his cousin, Roman Reigns, at the grandest stage of them all. It was later reported that the final boss hasn't given his dates to WWE for WrestleMania 41, and as such he is reported not to have any match at the Show of Shows this year. The Rock may potentially engage in a feud with either Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns for a match at WrestleMania next year. The WWE Universe has been buzzing with excitement ever since Roman Reigns was announced as one of the top contenders for the Royal Rumble match this year. With his dominance as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion and his incredible reign as the Tribal Chief, Reigns has proven time and again that he is the cornerstone of WWE. However, recent events have unfolded in a shocking and unexpected turn of events that has left fans questioning whether Reigns will make it to the Royal Rumble match at all. The stage for this new twist was set during a shocking confrontation on SmackDown, which has sent ripples throughout the entire wrestling world. Reigns, who had already declared his intentions to once again outlast 29 other superstars to claim the Royal Rumble victory and cement his legacy, suddenly found himself in an unprecedented situation where his path to the Rumble is far from certain. A major WWE star, someone who many had not expected to get involved in Reigns' business, has taken matters into their own hands, leading to a scenario where Roman Reigns may be forced to miss the Royal Rumble entirely. The suspenseful confrontation. The shocking sequence began on the January 12 edition of SmackDown, where Roman Reigns was preparing to address his Royal Rumble aspirations in front of the WWE Universe. The Tribal Chief stood in the ring with his Bloodline faction, including his cousins Jimmy and Jey Uso, and his right-hand man, Solo Sikoa. The tension was palpable as Reigns spoke about his unmatched dominance in WWE and his plans to further solidify his status as the top superstar in the company. Reigns exuded confidence, knowing that the Royal Rumble was just around the corner and that no one could stop his momentum. But then, a curveball was thrown that no one saw coming. Out of nowhere, the lights in the arena suddenly flickered, causing a momentary disturbance. As the crowd buzzed in confusion, the music hit. A familiar tune blared through the speakers as the WWE Universe erupted. But this was no ordinary entrance. This was the entrance of one of WWE's most decorated superstars, a former world champion, and someone with a deep personal history with Reigns, Seth Rollins. Rollins' appearance had the crowd on its feet as he made his way down to the ring with a look of intensity in his eyes. For weeks, rumors had been swirling about Seth Rollins' interest in facing Roman Reigns once again, but no one expected this kind of face-off so close to the Royal Rumble. The animosity between these two had never truly dissipated after their long and storied rivalry, but Rollins had kept his distance in recent months. That was until now Rollins entered the ring and locked eyes with Reigns, but the tension in the arena grew even further when Rollins took the microphone and addressed the Universal Champion. "You think you're invincible, Roman? You think you're untouchable?" Rollins began, his voice dripping with disdain. "I've been watching you for months, and you're starting to get too comfortable. You walk around like you own this place, like there's no one left who can take you down, but I'm here to remind you that the only person who can stop you is me." The crowd erupted as Rollins threw down the gauntlet. Reigns smirked, clearly confident, but there was an edge to his expression. He took a step forward, preparing for what could be a classic confrontation. "I don't need to prove anything to you, Seth," Reigns responded coolly. "I'm the tribal chief. I run this place, and you're just another guy trying to take what's mine. If you want a piece of me, you'll get it, but not at the Royal Rumble." Seth Rollins chuckled, shaking his head. "You really don't get it, do you? The Royal Rumble isn't about championships. It's about survival. It's about proving who really belongs at the top, and I'm not waiting for the Rumble to do it. Roman, I'm going to take you out before you even get there." At that moment, the situation escalated quickly. Rollins lunged at Reigns, catching him off guard. The two men engaged in a brutal brawl that spilled outside the ring, with Rollins getting the upper hand for a brief moment. The crowd went wild as Rollins unleashed a series of punches, followed by a knee to Reigns' jaw. Reigns, however, wasn't going down without a fight. He fought back fiercely, throwing Rollins into the barricade, sending the WWE Universe into a frenzy. The match between the two men seemed inevitable, but it would not happen at the Royal Rumble. Instead, it was clear that Rollins was targeting something much more significant: Reigns' physical condition before the Royal Rumble match. The attack. As the brawl between Rollins and Reigns continued, the situation reached a boiling point when Seth Rollins pulled out something that no one saw coming: a steel chair. In one swift motion, Rollins cracked the chair across Reigns' back, sending him crashing to the floor. The sound of the chair striking Reigns echoed through the arena, and the crowd gasped in shock. But Rollins wasn't done yet. He raised the chair above his head and swung it down again, this time targeting Reigns' injured leg. Reigns screamed in pain as the steel chair collided with his knee, causing him to writhe in agony on the mat. The crowd fell silent as medical personnel rushed to the ring, and Reigns' cousins, Jimmy and Jey Uso, tried to stop Rollins from continuing the assault. But Rollins was relentless, shouting taunts at the fallen champion as the referee and WWE officials attempted to intervene. Seth Rollins had made his point clear. He had targeted Roman Reigns' knee with the sole purpose of putting him out of action before the Royal Rumble. His intent was to not only ruin Reigns' chance of competing, but to send a message to the entire WWE roster that the so-called tribal chief was vulnerable. In the aftermath of the attack, WWE doctors were quick to assess the situation, and it was revealed that Roman Reigns had suffered a serious injury to his knee, an injury that could potentially sideline him for several weeks, putting his participation in the Royal Rumble match in serious jeopardy. The fallout. The next week on SmackDown, WWE officials released a statement confirming that Roman Reigns had been diagnosed with a torn ligament in his knee, which would require extensive rehabilitation. The announcement left the WWE Universe stunned, as it seemed like Reigns' road to the Royal Rumble had been blocked in the most unexpected of ways. In a shocking twist, WWE officials revealed that Reigns' injury would force him to miss the Royal Rumble match entirely, leaving the coveted spot in the match wide open for other superstars to capitalize on. For the first time in nearly 3 years, Roman Reigns would not be involved in the Royal Rumble match, and his reign as champion appeared to be in serious jeopardy, but the story didn't end there. In a surprise turn of events, Seth Rollins, who had been the cause of Reigns' injury, was announced as the new replacement for Reigns in the Royal Rumble match. Rollins' inclusion in the match added a layer of intrigue and excitement, as fans wondered if he would be able to eliminate Reigns' other enemies and claim the victory for himself, solidifying his position as the next challenger for the Universal Championship. This twist opened the door for numerous possibilities. Would Seth Rollins be able to survive the brutal nature of the Royal Rumble match and claim victory? Would Roman Reigns be able to recover in time to seek retribution on Rollins for his attack? And what would the impact of this shocking injury be on Reigns' dominant reign as the Universal Champion? The potential twist: a Royal Rumble return. While Roman Reigns may miss the Royal Rumble match, many believe that the real twist could be his return later in the event. Although he is unable to compete in the match itself due to his injury, there are rumors swirling that Reigns could make a dramatic return after the match has concluded. It is not uncommon for superstars to make surprise appearances after the Rumble, and Reigns' desire for revenge against Seth Rollins could drive him to come back before the night is over. Imagine this scenario: Seth Rollins wins the Royal Rumble, booking himself a ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Just as Rollins celebrates his victory, the lights go out and Roman Reigns' music hits. The crowd erupts in a mixture of shock and excitement as Reigns, limping and wearing a knee brace, makes his way down to the ring. He has a score to settle with Rollins, and the two men could engage in a high-stakes rivalry that culminates in a blockbuster match at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns' potential return would add an extra layer of drama to the Royal Rumble match in WrestleMania season, as fans eagerly anticipate how the situation will unfold. Whether or not Reigns will be able to reclaim his place at the top of WWE after being sidelined remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the fallout from this shocking twist will continue to captivate the WWE Universe for weeks to come. Conclusion: Roman Reigns' unexpected injury at the hands of Seth Rollins has thrown the Royal Rumble match into chaos. With Reigns forced to miss the match, the landscape of WWE has changed dramatically. Seth Rollins' interference has raised questions about his intentions and the future of the Universal Championship. Will Rollins seize the opportunity to claim the ultimate prize, or will Reigns come back with a vengeance, ready to reclaim his throne? The answers may come sooner than we think, but one thing is certain: the road to WrestleMania just got a whole lot more complicated. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.